Hello everyone, this is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of I the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful, Rabbit Hole, and King Dio. And here I am with The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, with hopefully a live stream that actually fucking functions this time around. Shit, last night was just awful. Like, I got roasted so hard due to the stream quality last night. I actually went ahead and had a look at my settings. I have no idea what happened. I have no idea. It might have been my network. It might have been anything, but I haven't confirmed anything, and I suppose that's going to be up to the audience today to see if anything continues going wrong. Like, legit, all I changed was I think I changed a setting, or like one setting overall. Let's see. So what input lag are people talking about? Yeah, the Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Yep, everything I want to do. Yeah, what input lag? It controls just as... Like, the only thing I can think of is that the control stick doesn't feel the exact same as the N64 control stick, but Link moves how you want to. Like, it feels like you would just need to get used to it, if that's the problem. Like, so I just uploaded a video about this. I'm sure most people haven't seen it yet. There have been a number of people claiming that there's all these problems with Nintendo 64 Online. There's input lag, there are graphical problems, there are control issues, and I've played most of the games in the lineup at this point. I've tried them all out, and I haven't seen any of it. So it's either exaggerated or non-existent, and I'm leaning towards non-existent at this point. I don't believe that the people bitching about N64 Online are doing so genuinely. I think they're trying to push a narrative. I think they're trying to attack the service because it's Nintendo. Yeah, I don't think I'm not getting any notifications. I think the stream is functioning today. Oh, excellent. Okay. I love this game. I never get tired of playing it. I was like thinking that, like, you know, maybe I'll get tired of playing this game this time now that I'm playing it on a brand new console. But no, it's honestly playing it on a new platform just makes it feel like brand new in a way, because it's like, oh yeah, I have to get used to this control scheme. And it's the original too. It's not the 3DS remake. I'm not a fan of the remake. You're a real man. Weird thing to say in a society that doesn't have men. All right. Only children here. All right. Yeah, I legit wanted to play this last night. There was so much good stuff on Nintendo 64 Online that I didn't get to play Ocarina. Legit, like a 10 out of 10 game for me. Like one of my all-time favorites at all. Like I played like Super Mario 64. I played Yoshi's Story. I played Mario Tennis. Is that all I played? Oh yeah, I played Mario Kart 64. Yeah. Legit, all of them are great. Like, all of them hold up. Like, Yoshi's Story is kind of iffy. I think I said it was kind of a 7 out of 10-ish game. I mean, I still like the game a lot. I grew up with it. But it's like, that game is definitely one of those titles that's a bit rough around the edges. I'm sure I'm not the only one who thinks that, but it's definitely one of those games, you know? Not my favorite Nintendo game. Like, that has to be like one of the earliest examples of Nintendo kind of like radically changing how a IP of theirs plays, right? With like with like the general gameplay and level design and stuff. Like, it doesn't play like Yoshi's Island much at all, in spite of being a 2D platformer. Yeah, I can't, like, there were a handful of puzzle platformers and stuff like that from Nintendo back in the NES and Super Nintendo games days, but I don't think, like, anything like Yoshi's Story. Like, I don't know, it was billed as a sequel to Yoshi's Island, I suppose. They aimed it at a younger audience. I don't know. I could see, if I'd been older when that game came out, I might have been angry at it. Maybe. I wasn't when it came out, that's the thing. Like, I played it, realized it wasn't as good as Island, and I was just like, yeah, it's fine. It does its own thing. Like, honestly, I think as an adult, I think I hate, like, New Island more. I hate like games like that where like New Island, like fucking Arzest. Arzest is like the worst developer of all time. Like there are so many platformers of theirs that I've played that I just despise. Like I played like Blink. I got Blink's the Time Sweeper came on Xbox Game Pass a while back. Popped it in because I've seen like ads for this game for years, right? So I was kind of I remember seeing it years and years ago and wanting to try it, even though I don't have an Xbox. I didn't have an Xbox, so I finally got an opportunity to play it, and I popped the sucker in, and I realized it's from Arzest, and I'm just like, holy shit, fuck. Well, it's from Artoon actually, before they became Arzest. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, oh by the way, I haven't shown off my shirt yet. Check out my shirt and my hat. I am really looking the part of the N64 fanboy today. Oh, you have a Deku Shield, and what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. A wimp is still a wimp. I, the great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. How did you get to be the favorite of Surya and the great Deku Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble. Oh, he's jealous. Mido has, like, surprisingly good character development if you pay attention. I don't actually. In general, I think Ocarina is kind of overlooked for its like its storytelling, its character development, and just general world building. I low key think this is probably one of the best settings Zelda has ever established. And I guess like people do think that, but um, you can see how they came up with the template for Majora's Mask by playing this. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Yes. Yeah, I don't understand how the tree closes again as an adult. Like, if you come back down here, like, even though the Deku tree is dead, the mouth is closed. Like, he's dead and he's not withering at all. He looks like just the same as he does in the child timeline. I mean, yeah, people don't bring up the Deku tree dying in this game very much. Like, it's one of those things that people just kind of accept, but like, damn, playing this for the first time and just seeing the Deku tree die, that's like, oof. That's actually pretty brutal for a kid. I think. Especially since like typically in these kind of games, usually what happens is that you beat the monster and like you save whatever you're doing. That's what happens to Wind Waker. But in this one, yeah, he just fucking dies. Um, yeah, pretty brutal. Yeah, there's no saving the Deku tree in this. He's fucked no matter what. Like I think even today the game kind of holds up as a really good entry level Zelda game. Like I'd say like maybe A Link to the Past is better, maybe. And they're about equal. Like you get introduced to 2D and 3D Zelda, so there's no reason there's no reason to prefer one or the other. I feel like other than preference. I don't know. You say like Majora's Mask is better than Ocarina. I kind of have a problem with you, but if you say like A Link to the Past is better, I don't really care. It's just an opinion. When you jump off a high cliff, yeah. Hey, the control still looks different now. They didn't change it. 0 out of 10, Nintendo. Yeah, you can legit like just avoid the platform and just and just get the slingshot and then come back using it, which is kind of funny to do because it's a weird sequence break. All right. Can you not skip the text in this? I swear you could. Maybe you have to see it once. Hang on. Yeah, I love saving this game. I just love how quick and like satisfying it is. I like that you don't have to quit to save like you do in A Link to the Past. That was always kind of stupid. This game definitely has like a better fantasy setting than A Link to the Past. Like A Link to the Past like feels kind of generic with its light world setting, I think. But this one has like all this cool stuff, like exploring ancient trees and fighting dragons and shit. It's awesome. Like I like A Link to the Past like dark fantasy vibe, but like when it comes to like general just fantasy stuff, I don't think it's too interesting. I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of knocking it too much. I've been playing A Link to the Past a lot lately, so maybe I'm kind of down on it. Oof. I don't know. It is one of my all-time favorite games. I don't know. Every time I like try talking up one of my favorite games, I have to like kind of shit on another game. Like if I talk about like Breath of the Wild, I have to like talk about the dungeons all the time. Yeah, I think when I was playing Breath of the Wild, I was shit talking like this about how like linear it is. Um, yeah, I was playing through the tutorial area in Breath of the Wild, and I was really impressed with just how well made it is, and I kind of declared it being I kind of declared it as the best best Zelda intro level ever, and I stand by that. I think it is true, but like I suppose I was kind of knocking this, which is kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I've played this game so much. I've started collecting gold skeletons. I think I am gonna 100% the game. I think I am gonna do it. It's been a while since I've done it. I don't normally do it, but I think in A Link to the Past and Ocarina, I think I will start doing 100% playthroughs occasionally. Just to like know where everything is, honestly. Because like there are times where like I want to get a hard piece, but like don't know where to look. In A Link to the Past, I've been like I've actually I've actually been getting more hearts than I used to because I've been going on. I found some heart pieces that I just didn't used to get back in the day. And this is probably the same deal. Like there's probably a lot of heart pieces early on that I just don't get. Um, Usually, so I'd like to change that this playthrough. Yeah, there's no input lag. I don't know what people are talking about when they're bitching about the input lag. Here he goes. How much should I play this? Should I get to should I beat Goma or should I move on? I don't have a lot of time tonight, so I think yeah, I'd love to play Star Fox, but I don't think I'll have time to do a playthrough. Yeah, Star Fox I think is gonna have to wait till tomorrow night. Sin and Punishment I think I might do tonight. Winback I'd like to try tonight. Ugh. It says a lot about how I specifically went out of my way to stream N64, right? I could be writing Lauren Frey, I could be doing something important, but instead I'm playing N64 games, and I still don't have time to play them all. Like, I have them all lined up in a row, and I can't seem to be able to play them all. I don't know. Like once I get started, I think after the weekend I'll get like most of them done. Like I think after Super Mario 64 and this get finished, I'll get to them pretty quickly. Like Yoshi's Story, I think is probably going to be like the annoying one to get through because of how it's structured. Like I'll be playing at the same levels over and over again a lot. I don't know. I think that might get boring. It's a big reason why I don't want to say I dropped it. Why I never came back and played it again after streaming it. Like I beat it like twice, but it gets so monotonous. Like the levels aren't even bad. It's just like, well, why do I have to? Why do I have to? Why do I have to like play the game like this? Why can't I just have like 24 levels that I can just choose? I don't know. It's kind of a weird game. I do enjoy it, but it's like it's kind of tedious to play. You know what I mean? Like, the game itself is good, but like there are tedious aspects to it that kind of break it down. All right, here we go. Yeah, give me the Deku stick. Nah, I could probably. It really doesn't take long to get through this dungeon, so I think I probably will go see Zelda. I think I probably will at least get to Dodongo's Cavern. That's typically where I stop usually on a first playthrough. On a playthrough is like I just get to Dodongo's Cavern, stop, take a break, and then come back to it. Beat that, and then Zora's Domain, and then like do all the other dungeons. I don't know, like doing the child dungeons. I don't want to call them tedious, but they're so straightforward. They honestly kind of become boring. Like I feel kind of the same way about the Link to the Past dungeons actually, but the first three. But those are like way quicker than this. This is actually I think this is actually longer than the first dungeon in Link to the Past. No, maybe not. Yeah, I think this might be easier. I think I got stuck in this one though, because I think back in the day I couldn't figure out the some of the lighting puzzles. Because like that's way different than stuff you do in Link to the Past. Oh yeah, back in the day I would do stupid shit like jump down here without pushing down this block first. And then I would have to go all the way around and like bitch about it. Uh, yeah, it doesn't look like I've had problems with my stream so far. Yeah, it looks like it's working tonight. And of course, people probably aren't gonna tune in anyway because of what happened last night. I had so many viewers that just wanted to see me play N64. We're so excited for it, and I feel so bad. I really do. Yeah, 23 is number one. Like apparently this is a reference to like basketball legend Michael Jordan, but I have no idea what the fuck it's doing in The Legend of Zelda. Um, I was so confused about this. How did you know our secret? It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. What does that mean? In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with her sword while she's stunned. Yeah, someone on 4chan was telling this story about this girl he knew that was a huge Zelda fan, who tried fighting this boss and got like completely stomped. Like it was like a fake gamer girl story, and I'm not sure how true it was, but I've known a lot of people like that who don't know anything about the franchise but claim to be fans. Oh yeah, this is where I got stuck. I think it was a lot darker in the N64 version. Did they raise the lighting? Okay. I hope they don't change the final boss. I think the shit they pulled in the 3DS version was just unacceptable, with just like raising the lighting so much that here we go. Got him. Easy. Yeah, see, like, yeah, imagine a girl like failing against that thing. Like, that's so. It didn't even happen to me, but the thought of that is just so embarrassing. I mean, I used to struggle with it more before I realized that like the jump slash was like OP as shit. Like it actually doubles your attack if you're not aware. So you always wanted to be doing jumping slashes against bosses, like it kills them quicker. And I don't know if it's that way in every game, but it is. And it's true in this one. I'm not even sure if it's true in Majora's Mask actually. I'm sure it is, but it's hard to use your standard sword against bosses in Majora's Mask though. Like they're way more. I don't want to say involved, but there's a lot more gimmicks to them. Like maybe the first one, but exposition. I have yet more to tell you without listening. Yeah, sure, whatever. I'm not going anywhere. Oh no! Of the desert? Oh no. Yeah, I've always loved like the cinematography of this game. I love its visual design. I love the cutscenes. Like it looks good as shit. Like I despise James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, for trying to say this game looks bad. Fuck off, James. It is a classic. before spirits and life existed. Yeah, I love this game because it actually gives background more on like the three goddesses and how the Triforce was formed and stuff like that. Stuff that they're kind of ignoring these days. So I imagine this would actually be a mind blowing cutscene for people who aren't necessarily familiar with this game, but are more familiar with stuff like Skyward Sword and Breath of the Wild and that continuity. There are people playing this game for the first time right now, which is something kind of fascinating to think about. Yeah, I imagine like a new generation of fans are being born as we speak, which is phenomenal. I'm really excited to see that. Yeah, yeah. I wonder when they're gonna update the service. I'd like to get all these games finished before that happens. But yeah, I am. All the games I really want to play through again are going to be updates, like Banjo Kazooie. That's going to be an update. F Zero X. That's going to be an update. Paper Mario. That's going to be an update. I don't know what else they've confirmed, but I hope it's like some obscure stuff. I would really like to get some of these more obscure games on there, like Rogue Squadron would be good. Well, Rogue Squadron's not really obscure. Stuff like there are games I don't own on N64, right? Stuff like Robot Rocket on Wheels and things like that. Um, uh, so beautiful, like it's so good. Like it does such a great job building this up to you. Um, the setting, the world, the stakes, the conflict, the stakes. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started, and yet he has time to exposit. I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. Yeah, one of the things that confused me about this game is that like I had no idea what like the continuity between this and A Link to the Past was. So like Zelda says that like you seem familiar to her. So like as a kid, as a retarded kid, like I thought she meant literally. So like I'm just like, but we went through an entire adventure in the last game. All right, I entreat ye, Navi. Oh yeah, and I haven't brought up Navi yet. Yeah, yeah. I've always been fond of Navi, right? I consider her like my favorite Zelda guide. I think I prefer her over Midna, funnily enough, because like she's just a gameplay mechanic, right? A really fun, interesting gameplay mechanic, and yet somehow like you're able to project a personality onto her, even though she talks. I really really like Navi as a character, and I just kind of wish I don't know she came back in some capacity. Hopefully, when I put out like Ocarina of Time 2, I hope she returns. So how could you do a thing like that? And so he blames me for the Deku dying. Like what an asshole. All right. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, so we gotta go to Hyrule Castle. To the castle. Where's the castle? Yeah, they have no idea. They have no idea where I'm even going. We and she just appears out of nowhere like a fucking ghost. I don't understand why why you can see fairies from far away, but not actual NPCs. I knew. I knew we'd leave the forest. As a kid, I was so certain this was like a love scene. It's not really, but that's okay because we'll be friends forever, won't we? Link, she's friend zoning you. I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. Little did you know that was actually a gift from Mido that she's desperately just trying to get rid of. Sorry if I'm like not taking this seriously at all, but yeah, I've played this game recently, so yeah, I'm kind of riffing on it this time. But let it be known that I love this entire game. I love this sequence. I love Saria as a character. Here we go. Oops. I will hope you will think of me and come back to the forest to visit. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, Saria. This is so awkward. He just like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna run away. Oh, they're so sad. I don't know. It's an awkward moment. They get across really well, like really heartbreaking. Now you can actually go back immediately and see Saria in her house, and like talk to her. And it's kind of weird when you do that because she kind of refers to herself in third person. I kind of want to like demonstrate it because it's one of those things that like I think veteran players would never actually do. But you can like go back and you can see her in her house. Here we go. Oops. It appears that the time has finally come for you to start your adventure. That's right. That's actually pretty good advice. This guy is giving you advice for life. You will meet a princess there. Did you get all that? Yes. Do you want to hear what I said again? I think the reason people get like so hung up on this fucking owl is that sometimes he tricks you with those questions. Like, do you want to hear what I said again, or did you get all that? Like, it tricks you. Like, it makes you. It's set up in a way where like, ah, it's ridiculous. Well, anyway, this game has too much lag. It's unplayable. PS1 is better. Resident Evil 1 is better. Um, are you sure about that? Are you sure like Crash Bandicoot doesn't have more lag? What was coming out on PS1 around this time? Like Metal Gear Solid, with its like, with its like, with its lack of understanding of basic genetics. Like fucking Final Fantasy VII, with its here we go. Oops. I don't even know what to make fun of Final Fantasy VII for. Um, oh wow, I can't believe I made it. See, if there was input lag, I would never have made it on time. Okay, what time is it? Yeah, oh, shit. Damn it. I've already played the game. I desperately want to get through this. I love this game. I love it every time I play it. Oh, here. It's my waifu. All right. Your clothes, they're different. Is she making fun of me? I love how like everyone just agrees that Malin is Link's love interest. Like nobody seriously thinks that he should get with Zelda or he should get with Ruto or he should get with Navi. No, he's built for Malin. Everyone feels that way. Legit, everyone. Like I think even Nintendo themselves say that at this point. Yeah, Link totally went with Malin. He totally took the ranch bill. He totally gave her his Epona. Okay, here we go. Oops. You're a smart kid. Yeah, because I figured out how that menu system works. Crash Bandicoot is more iconic than Mario. More popular than Mario, you mean, according to the people who made Crash. Which isn't actually true, but... So this fucker just fell asleep and left his kid alone in the middle of, like, a capital a capital city. So like, there's no way she wouldn't get kidnapped or something, right? In like medieval times, like people aren't going out like protecting little kids, right? I'm not sure how that would have worked back then. I don't know. Like, were there child molesters in medieval fantasy lands? I would say no, because like they wouldn't have lived very long, right? Well, well, they married younger then, right? Their standard. I don't know. Shit. Yeah, I'll have to look into this because I have no idea what this is all about. All right. Yeah, Link is a far better sneak than Solid Snake. Look at like how none of these guards are even looking my way. Yeah, pay no attention to the child just running up to the castle. Shit, like shit, it would be so easy to overthrow this fucking country. Like all you would have to do is just sneak past these guards and just Ganondorf is like wasting his time, like sucking up to the king and shit. Like he really should just be like going up there, you know, taking the taking the ocarina and then just leaving. That's all he needs to do. Um, that was quick. That is the quickest I think that's ever happened. This might be a. Do we know if this is the updated version of the game? Yeah, for those of you who aren't aware, they actually re-released this game with some minor censorship. Like they removed the chanting in the Fire Temple because it sounded too much like a Muslim chant. The original sounds awesome, by the way, so I really don't like the fact that they changed it. And they removed Ganon's blood at the end. They changed it to green. So I'm not sure what version of the game this is. I would prefer it being like the original, but the one that I own. But mm, I don't know. Like I wish they would give you the option. Like, are they really that worried about like what Muslims are gonna think about about a game? Like shit. The last Crash didn't sell anything. Yeah, I was. Yeah, Crash is irrelevant. Yeah, yeah. Even Kirby owns Crash. Every like made any Nintendo character owns Crash. Like I think it's safe to say fucking Chibi Robo is more relevant than Crash. To be honest with you, because like at least people got angry about Ziplash not being very good. Yeah, Crash. I don't know what the fuck it is with Crash. With like people pretending it's good. Um, like when around the time the remastered came out, like people were saying it was one of the best platformers ever made. It wasn't even close, right? Completely irrelevant. But god damn, I really can't play for very long. I'm so upset about this. I can really get lost in this game for hours and hours, but unfortunately, yeah. So I think I'm gonna go see Zelda and immediately just shut it off because I'll have to get Saria Song after that. So it'll just be faster for me to just reboot the game later and then just go get Saria Song. I haven't equipped the ocarina yet. Shit. I usually equip it right away. Yeah, the game to surpass Metal Gear. Look at Link just blending in with the surroundings. As a kid, this was like so frustrating, especially when you see all these rubies and you're just like tempted to go in there. Let's go. Uh, as an adult, like getting them is kind of pointless. But oops, hang on, shit. I was legit holding my breath there. It's like if you jump off, you're fucked. You are completely fucked. Yeah, I'd like to take a better look at these assets and see what they're actually depicting because people have said that Zelda tends to like reuse a ton of its concepts that they make for background art. Like for example, Sheik's harp in this game was kind of reused for in Skyward Sword in like the weirdest possible way. So things like that kind of make you want to go back and like look at things like the flute, like the ocarina in this game. came from the flute and all into the past. So it kind of makes you want to go back and are you serious? I could probably have done it, but I don't know. I don't remember what his range is, so it's probably better to just let him go. This is the most I've ever stood here. Actually, usually I just run right by. Yeah. So what I was getting around to saying is I'm not sure if this statue has any significance or not, and I would like to know if that's the case. Yeah, did they change his movement? Change the movement patterns? Like I don't remember them moving like that. I remember just walking right by. All right, here we go. Yeah. So another thing about this game that a lot of people don't realize, you can actually come back and visit Zelda whenever you want until you pull the Master Sword. Well, until you get the Zora Sapphire. So she actually does have a couple of unique dialogue changes as you proceed the game. All right, here we go. Oh, I should have gotten looked at the Mario picture, but whatever. Who? Who are you? How did you get past the guards? Zelda, I'm just like any other kid my age. I play a lot of Metal Gear. Is that Navi? Oh no, it's Fairy. Are you from the forest? Why, yes, I am. Tell me the truth. Do you have it? Yeah. Like this dialogue is like people don't realize this in this game, but you actually you actually can say no to certain things, and like in newer Zelda games, typically what happens is that like it proceeds ahead anyway. But in this one, like you get a unique animation, and then Zelda asks you the question again. So yeah, you have to choose a certain thing to proceed. So I don't know what that hat. What is with her stupid hat? I'm not a fan of. What is your name? Cody. Strange. It sounds somehow familiar. Yeah, you might know it by my books. Cody Lee of blackcatbooks.org, author of I, the Dragon, Cruel and Beautiful Rabbit Hole, and King Dio. Zelda's a fan. Okay. What is Please keep this a secret from everyone. Ah, okay. No. So what is that with that ridiculous hat she wears? I didn't realize this until recently, but like I don't actually like Zelda's physical design in this game, especially when she's a kid. Like the character just doesn't really interest me all that much visually. She's kind of boring. You're like you can infer a lot of stuff about her like due to the lore and stuff like that, but for the most part, I don't know. She's popular because of she's chic. Well, spoilers. Yeah, my favorite thing about Zelda in this game is that she's chic, and she's actually pretty proactive. Actually, she's a pretty proactive princess in general, because like it's actually her plan to like get the spiritual stones and stop Ganondorf from getting the Triforce to begin with. The thing is, it doesn't work. So like in a way, the problems occur because Zelda is so proactive, which she points out herself in the ending. She's an interesting character, honestly. I like her a lot. Probably one of my favorites in the franchise. Yeah, that's something I don't see a lot of people talk about all that often. Is just how like different Zelda is in every game. Like Zelda herself is in every game. Like sometimes she's a pirate, sometimes she's a fucking warrior princess, sometimes she's a scientist. Like, it's gone all over the place. Zelda's usually great. I typically, I think the only time I don't like the character, yeah, I understood it. I did not like her in Breath of the Wild. She's super boring in that one. I mean, well, she's obnoxious. I don't like the Sundere thing. Like Tetra nailed the Sundere thing so much better. Yeah, yeah, I'll do it. Whatever. Yeah, that is Ganondorf, the leader of the Gerudos. They hail from the Gerudos. Oh man, I think the technical plural is just Gerudo. I don't think Gerudos is how you whatever. Though he swears allegiance to my father, I am sure he is not sincere. Ah, you think the dark clouds? Yeah, yeah. Look at that fucking nose. Ugh. The dark clouds that covered Hyrule in my dream. They must symbolize that man. Did he see you? He's not saying anything. Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning yet. She's so confident. I just love that about her. So I don't believe you. Aw, that's so cruel. I am afraid. I have a feeling that man is going to destroy Hyrule. He has such terrifying power. I really love I really love the story of this game a lot. You get so invested in it. I was kind of making fun of it at first, but now I can't even really do that because I'm so into it still. Like even after all these years. Ah, I'm sure like everyone else feels the same way, right? Like there's something like magical about this game. Who knows? I guess it must be like at this point the I don't want to compare it to Lord of the Rings. Yeah, what would be like the game equivalent of Lord of the Rings? Because like I guess people would I don't know maybe that would belong to a Final Fantasy game maybe. Yeah, what would I compare this game to literary wise? I am Impa the Shikas. I am responsible for protecting Princess Zelda. Everything is exactly as the princess foretold. So why don't you just tell the king what's going on? Yep, the first since Link's Awakening. And one of the weird things about the deep lore in this game is that like Zelda's lullaby is like freakishly powerful. Like for some reason, this game like identifies you as like an ambassador of the royal family. Like the fact that you can play a couple of notes means you you know things that you shouldn't know. That you're like a hot shot. And I think it has like magical properties too. You don't play like Zelda's Lullaby and Majora's Mask. Funnily enough, like the Song of Time is your signature tool in that game. Yep, yep. So the stream is running well tonight, huh? You brave lad, you must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. I legit want to keep playing this, but I want to play like other games too today. I'd hate to stop playing. I really would, but I have another day of work to go, and I just yeah, I really don't want to stop playing. But yeah, I might have to cut it off here. Oh, for Ocarina. I don't know. Maybe I should keep playing it. I can't believe this is the only game. This legit might be the only game I played tonight because I'm so invested. Shit. All right. Yeah, I got really into it all of a sudden. Yeah, that's something I've been noticing a lot lately. Is that like I had a lot of games in my backlog, like stuff like Beautiful Joe 2 and and a lot of stuff like that. And I realized that like as I was playing them, like I don't really like them all that much. Like I really don't like Beautiful Joe 2. I really don't like some other odds and ends. Like there are lots of games that I don't really enjoy. So like I shelved a lot of them, and like now I find myself more and more like just going back and playing. The games I do enjoy, stuff like Metroid Dread, like stuff like this, Zero Mission, Fusion, Super Mario 64, Congo Escaper. Like I really I'm really at the point where I think I'm going to stop playing everything that comes out because like not everything I play is any good. So yeah, I definitely think N64 Online is probably one of the best things to happen to Switch this year. There were a lot of good things, but this is definitely a very 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 nice breath of fresh air. Yeah, I need it. I need to get hyped for Monster Hunter Rise. I for the actually I should probably start playing that again. Like I'm surely I'll have to raise my HR before they release the new content. Here we go. Yeah, I think in the newer versions of the game they changed the way the music works. I think they made it a bit more obvious. Oh, you have to play him like Saria's song, don't you? That's not quite Saria's song. Uh, it's kind of weird how Saria's song is like so prevalent in the franchise. It shows up in the Lost Woods constantly, even though Saria's not herself isn't present. It's kind of weird actually, because like you get this impression. I this is like just some weird fan theory bullshit. You get the impression that like Saria is always fucking there every time you hear the song, but you just don't see her because she doesn't know who you are. I've never heard like any statement on why they reuse the song so much, but it's become like their standard forest theme. Oh, Lost Woods theme, I suppose. Ah, fuck. Ah, the owl. Hoo hoo. Yeah, I know how that. I know how the Lost Woods work. After going through the Lost Wood, you will come upon the Sacred Forest Meadow. That is a sacred place where few people have ever walked. What's that? I can hear a mysterious tune. You should listen for that tune too. Hoo hoo. Do you want to hear what I said again? No. Yeah, typically. Yeah, I think it's forward. Yeah, generally I've gone through this so many times that I don't really get lost usually. Here we go. And here's the wolf. Got him, bitch. I just one shot that wolf. Link's like super strong. Yeah, how old is Link in this? Like he has to be like I've heard like anywhere from like 8 to 12, like is the general argument. He's not a teenager though. I know, I always like 10. I don't know, like it's ambiguous. I mean, it's kind of why I like it. I mean, probably younger than what we think, honestly. Um, like I could legit see like 7 or 6 or 7 if possible. Um, but I doubt it. I've always like 12. 12's like my standard. He's like, ugh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and play something else after I learn the Saria song. I've been waiting for you. This is the Sacred Forest Meadow. It's my secret place. I feel this place will be very important for both of us someday. But we're not getting married, Saria. Give up. You learn Saria's song. All right, let's go ahead and. Oh, I think the owl actually stops you when you leave that area. Whoops. So maybe saving it there would be kind of a bad place. Okay, so Dr. Mario 64 or Sin and Punishment. I legit wanted to play Sin and Punishment. I haven't played Sin and Punishment in so long. So yeah, I think I'm gonna get started on this. Um, it's not that long at all, but I haven't on my Wii version of this. I have this like really bad habit. I'm playing through the hard mode, and like when you're playing through the hard mode, I keep getting filtered and like not finishing it. It's just yeah. I love this game, but I haven't played through it all the way through in a while. So this is actually the game I was most excited for on Nintendo Switch Online because it's the one I think that's the most obscure by far. Either that or win back. All right, let's see. Difficulty easy is a normal and a hard. Oh no, there's a normal and a okay. All right, let's go. It legit is throwing you right into the action. All right, shit. Yep. Okay. Yeah, the controls aren't bad, but if you don't know like how they work, yeah, I think like probably the Wii version controls are probably better because of the D-pad placement. Yeah, so no visual problems. Yeah, no lag, nothing. So yeah, this is if you're a fan of Star Fox 64, this is absolutely the game you should be playing on Nintendo 64 Online. This is absolutely a hidden gem on Nintendo 64. Legit one of the best games of the console, and I don't see enough people talk about it. It's obscure because it never left Japan for until like the Virtual Console days, but since then Nintendo has really been pushing it. It's done really well, like with imports. It's done well on digitally, and I think it's going to do really well when be really popular on this service. It is a classic, and it needs more appreciation for sure. There we go. Yeah, Sin and Punishment is like the elite, like legit, probably one of the best Nintendo IPs there is. Honestly, like I love this game so much though that I haven't like played the sequel nearly as much as I should have. Every time, like I've been meaning lately. The thing is, every time I play Sin and Punishment, I just play the original because I've never beaten like it on the higher difficulty. So, uh, yeah, this game's pretty rough. So, I think on easy I can get through it pretty quickly, but we'll see. It's not an easy game at all. Um, like the sequel gives you unlimited continues at least, but this one I think it does. It's very old school, despite being a game from 2000. Like it feels very much like a shmup, and that's great. I don't know. This game came out at a time where games like this weren't really getting made anymore. So, like even back then, this game was a little bit too old school. This game is like the most anime game I've ever fucking seen in my life. With like the character designs and the animations, like the enemies and the fucking plot. Like the plot is one of the most pants on head insane things I think I've ever seen in my life. I have no idea what this game is supposed to be about. No. Is it just me or is the...
Good morning, Saki. Good morning,
Yeah, see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. She just throws the gun at you.
Come on, we've got work to do.
So this is like some kind of like Evangelion style, like shit's going down, future, whatever. Yeah, the far off future of like 2007 or some shit. Yeah, so like there's no fucking plot. Like there is a plot, but it's so ridiculous. It's impossible to like figure out what the fuck is going on. Like you have this girl with like the blood of like I don't know, devils in her or some shit. You have this war between like inner and outer space. Like you have these parasites that were bred for food to curb like human hunger. I don't know what the fuck any of this shit is. I don't know who you're fighting. I legit don't.
Nice shot. Keep it up.
Now, you end up fucking one of these girls. Oh, here we go. Oops. And having a kid that becomes the protagonist of the sequel. I don't... It sucks so much that this never took off. Because it's so well made and just so spectacular. And again, I have to marvel at the fact that, like, yeah, the controls are perfect. Like, people bitching about input lag are full of shit. Yeah. Oh, damn, it's been a long time since I played this. I forgot how much I liked it. Like, every time I play this, I'm just like, oh, yeah, I wish I had played this more, honestly. Like, this is one of those games that I really wish I had completely mastered. And I haven't quite done it yet. I think I will eventually, but... Yeah, I actually like this game more than the sequel. I think this game like is perfect for me. I like the style. I like the gameplay. The sequel has a lot of glaring issues. I think most obviously, it's like ridiculously poorly produced in like the cinematics department. It just does not look good. Like this one kind of looks stylistic and cool. I don't feel that way about the sequel at all. The sequel is like incredibly just. I don't understand. Like it came out in 2010, and like sounds like it was produced. I don't know, like in the 90s when like before dubbing, anime dubs became like commonplace. Like it has that awkward, stilted voice acting, like that's like evident of like low budget JRPGs at the time. Actually, like 2003. Actually, I don't know why the game sounds so terrible. Like with the voice acting and stuff, and like the story itself. In this one, it's so ridiculous it becomes awesome. In the sequel, it's just kind of weird, with like you protecting a robot girl, and it's just like yeah, whatever. Now the gameplay in 2 is probably better, and that's the main reason to play it. I think it really like ups the unique boss fights and stuff, and really evolves the general gameplay. It's probably one of the best motion controlled games on Wii, but definitely like the best rail shooter.
That should get the elevator moving. If there are wheels, maybe. They're probably moving off the road. I can't wait to step above.
I'll check it out.
Just keep the elevator moving. I don't understand. I don't understand. Did you catch that? So one of the weird things about this game and its voice acting, this is a really good example of what I'm talking about, is that like Saki has like the voice of like a child, but like in gameplay when he's like jumping and shit, he sounds like a man, like a grizzled like war veteran, and it just makes no sense. Like it's so like obvious when you see it in action. It's one of those things that just makes the game laughable, and it's worse in Sin and Punishment 2, I think. But yeah, like when it comes to like rail shooting action, nothing tops Sin Punishment. Like legit nothing. I've played Gradius. I don't like Gradius as much as this. I played Thunder Force. Don't like it as much as this. UN Squadron. Don't like it as much as this. Star Fox. I don't think I like as much as this. As much as it pains me to say this, because Star Fox isn't as technically demanding. Star Fox isn't as hardcore. I don't want to say I've gotten bored of playing Star Fox 64, but I've played that game so much it's become kind of samey-ish. Here we go. I don't know. I probably should go to bed early tonight because I could not stay awake when I left work today. So I think I will go to bed soon. I am pretty tired. But I want to play Sin and Punishment. Tomorrow we are playing more Zelda. We are playing more Super Mario 64. Yeah, why don't we play Super Mario 64 next? After we get to a save point. Yeah, I'm not sure if like I've heard Treasure still exists. Like it hasn't gone bankrupt or anything, but they haven't produced anything since Sin and Punishment Star Successor, and I don't know why that is. That's such a shame because they were like one of the best developers in like the 90s and stuff like that, but they just kind of faded away. Sort of like Konami, sort of like classic Konami. It's kind of sad. I wish Nintendo had acquired them and they kept putting out action games like this. But I mean, these are the guys behind like Gunstar Heroes, Mischief Makers, Ikaruga, like lots of stuff that's like really popular. I mean, this is what I'm into. I haven't gotten into Mischief Makers, but yeah, they were putting out good stuff. Okay, so one of the cool things about this about the boss fights in this game, they're all like really creative with like unique mechanics that you kind of have to figure out. For example, like in this one, you can fling the boss back by hitting with melee attacks, and you can kind of knock it off the ledges. You can knock it off the ledge to really do a lot of damage. It is so satisfying to pull off. Here goes. It could be awkward way. Just and the game's a little bit too easy on easy, I think. I mean, we're just doing a practice run anyway, just to show what the game's like. But there's a reason I've been playing it on normal, I suppose, on the higher setting.
So you're the leader of these killers.
You're the leader of these killers.
Let me take him. He's only human. Now's our chance to test the power of the blood you gave.
Yeah, see what I mean when I like talk about what makes this game ridiculous? Oops. I keep pressing the control stick instead of the D-pad. Wait, what are you supposed to do here? Oh, wait, hang on. You just shoot the other bodies, or? Yeah, I don't remember exactly how this boss fight works. I think she's supposed to be completely invincible until you do something specific. Oh, here we go. There you go. Okay. Yeah, you got a melee attack her. Yeah, there are these weird sections where you have to like melee attack the boss at a specific time. it's pretty intuitive and natural, and it's actually pretty satisfying to pull off. But like, it's one of those things that like a noob wouldn't be able to do. You know, like this is a game made for the gamers, right? This is made for people who can beat Gradius while getting their dick sucked. Oops. Is this where I become the Eva? Yeah, you become the Eva. Yeah, that's right. Oh no, you legit become an Evangelion. It looks exactly like one. Like, tell me that's not an Eva. Yeah, it's kind of weird how like my all my favorite things are like inspired by shit that I fucking hate. Like, I don't like Lovecraft. I love Eternal Darkness. I don't like fucking Eva, but this is based off Eva. Okay, look at this boss. So a lot of the super bosses you fight that just come out of nowhere, you have this Eva that you get a fight in, and I don't. This is kind of what I mean when I say the game does such a great job of making different, having a really varied sort of playthrough. Like, all the bosses are completely different. You get like multiple playable characters. You get, well, two playable characters. You get like things like this. Oops! Oh wow. Yeah, game over. Oops. Shit. Okay, this is the first boss I've struggled with. Did I die? Oh, come on. Yeah, should I stop here? Damn it. Black Cat Show. God damn it. I guess this is how I'm gonna show myself that I did this on stream. Yeah, I think that's usually where I die, is where I fight that thing the first time, because it's kind of rough. Yeah, I've got to go to bed soon, so I think I'm gonna stop here. At least we're Sin and Punishment. Should I play some Genesis games? Or should I play some? Yeah, I think I can do some Mario Kart real quick. Yeah, Mario Kart, the one game that I played on both streams. Yeah, and I still haven't played everything. Shit. Yeah, I really don't have time to play Mario. All right, here we go. Yeah, Sin and Punishment 2 is legit probably one of the best Wii Remote games. I can't think of anything that really nailed the Wii Remote better than Sin and Punishment. Like, I think playing that demo station back in the day really was what made me realize just how good the Wii actually was, and how this like obscure fucking game that I knew nobody I knew would be playing was so much better than like that Uncharted shit that they were trying to sell next door. That was around the time Uncharted 2 came out, and I was just like, this is so garbage. Like, Uncharted 2 is so shit. Like, even like back then, I was just like, this is what's winning Game of the Year, huh? That must be how like a lot of kids are feeling today with like The Last of Us Part 2 and stuff like that. I don't know. Kids have to be like aware of the woke, right? They have to be aware that like the shit they're being sold isn't good. You know? I'm having trouble like swerving in between these cars. I didn't used to do that. There you go. Yeah, I think like in the N64 version, yeah, because of the control stick, it's so precise that well, it feels so different. I can't seem to get in between the vehicles like I used to. There are lots of tight fits back there. All right, let's. Yeah, this is probably going to be the game that I do a Nintendo Classics on next. I was going to do it anyway because I actually played through it all like somewhat recently. I noticed my physical copy didn't have like the best title screen, so I was just like, oh yeah, let's go through the entire game. So I did that. I don't remember if I did it on stream or not, but I had a blast. I love this game. I thought it was great, but I didn't actually make a Nintendo Classics video on it, even though I knew I should. So now that it's out, I'm definitely doing that. That is probably going to be my priority this weekend. Is just getting all these Nintendo Classics filmed. Everything on Nintendo 64 Online should have a video on it. Everything except Winback, I think. Some of them I've done already, but for everything else, this and Punishment. Fuck, really? Damn it. Wait, how exactly does that? How does that whooshy thing work? Is that a drift or what do you call that when you get a boost by someone being in front of shit? There we go, got him just barely. New Saints Row reboot footage? No, I haven't seen it. I'm not super into Saints Row. Kids' favorite YouTubers are either bashing all the good games or ignoring them. Yeah, I've noticed that lately. That like YouTubers are just shitting on everything that's good. Angry Joe. I people have pointed out how like how I keep bringing him up, but it really is because just to use him as an example. Like what has he covered in the past several years? I can't think of anything. Like the last review I ever watched from him was like Final Fantasy VII R, and that was legit just to make fun of him. So I don't know. The YouTuber problem is an epidemic. Like it is awful to see like YouTubers just promote nonsense among like the demographic, among like gamers, right? Like, you know, they're damage controlling The Last of Us Part 2, trying to tell you that, like, Nintendo 64 Online is bad. What else have they been doing lately? I don't really follow them. Oh, yeah, selling you on, like, Switch Pro rumors. Like, I saw, like, Review Tech USA try to say that, like, the OLED was the Switch Pro, and that it was leaked ahead of time, which is just wrong. That's just obviously not true. It's difficult, like being an adult and just having to like running a YouTube channel that's supposed to be dedicated about like exposing nonsense in regards to the Nintendo community because like I have a job, because I'm doing things outside of playing games and talking about them online. I don't have time to follow every single news announcement. Like I still have not made a video about Square Enix and putting Kingdom Hearts 3 on Switch via the cloud, which is completely retarded. Like, I still somehow have not done that because I haven't had time. It's not because I haven't wanted to do it. It's just me, like, legit coming home and immediately going to bed half the time. There it goes. Ah, damn it. Come on, I was cutting across that. That was supposed to be a speedrunning technique. All right. I swear I saw, like, a speedrunning video once where they did that and made that work. I guess they like skirt the boundaries or something, or maybe I'm misremembering. Like I did see a video on this one specific track. What time is it? Yeah, I gotta hit the bed. Shit. That is embarrassing. 7th place? That's almost last place. Ah, fuck, shit. YouTube as a gaming commentary platform is well and truly over. Yeah, like I've noticed a lot of. I agree, first of all, but the thing I've noticed is that like essentially every major YouTuber from like 10 years ago is basically irrelevant now. Like literally all of them are like have some kind of like crippling issue that prevents them from becoming popular ever again. You know, BitBlock and his incessant bitching. Spoonie and his refusal to make anything. Um, Cinemassacre and their problems. Like the list goes on and on and on. And like I legit don't think it's feasible to run a YouTube channel like after 40. Because at that point you should be married, you should be having children, you should be having a real job. Like in a lot of these people's cases, I don't think they've done any of that. Like I really don't. I don't know. It's back in the day. I thought these guys had it made. Talking about shit they really deeply cared about, but really, they're just shills. They're just parasites. That really should never have been paid for what they do to begin with. I feel very strongly about this. I don't like how monetization ruined YouTube. I really don't. I don't like people like Ricada grifting. I don't like the clickbait. I don't like the drama or the nonsense that goes on because of monetization. It really should just stop. It was always a problem, and it needs to be addressed more often. Like I don't watch like gaming channels at all because there's no point. Because like I know more about games than basically anyone like on the platform. Like I was watching SNES Drunk, and I was just like kind of laughing at him for having like a pleb taste in Super Nintendo games, like shitting on Donkey Kong Country and stuff like that, shitting on N64. Like, oh man, yeah, you're gonna talk shit about the N64 having a bad library. Meanwhile, you're like reviewing obscure fucking Super Famicom game. Yeah, should I get in fourth place or should I just take the L? I think I will take it. Oh, I could have gotten third. Shit. Damn it. Ah, damn it. Yeah, I really gotta get to bed. I don't know what I'm doing. Still up. I guess I could just pause it and come back to it next time, but... I think I probably should go to bed. Oh, man, but I'm having so much fun. Damn it. I hate it when I stream before work, during the work week, because, like, I end up getting into a groove, and I'm just like, oh, wait, I have somewhere to be in 12 hours. Actually, less than 12 hours, shit. 10 hours, so I gotta go to bed now. And here I am dicking around with this. There he goes. Yeah, fuck you, DK. You piece of shit. Fuck you, Yoshi. Fuck you, Toad. Mamma mia. Yeah, I should probably call it quits. I hate to make it look like I'm giving up. I'm really not. But I've got somewhere to be. Oh man, I still haven't played the Sega Genesis either. So yeah, next time. Yeah, we're gonna play Genesis next time for sure. So yeah, thank you all for tuning into the Black Cat Show. Please buy my books at blackcatbooks.org.